3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Yellow. I'm the line. He's not going to get me.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First down. It's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
You got blocked me. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Mike Yellow. 180.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll let this go for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Taylor, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to fire one deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Already ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Yellow.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's now third down and 3.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
From the gun on third down, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down. Love. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Off play action. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on third and long. Love. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, get the yellow. 24. Check.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Mike 10. Now watch one. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 10's the Mike. 10's the Mike. Let's pick it up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The open man is Smith. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Yellow. 10's the Mike. 10's the Mike.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's out to his running back, Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Scott Miller. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You better be afraid of me. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Relax. Yellow, yellow. 50. Check pass, check pass. Watch the edge.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, 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 alert. Mike. I don't listen. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike,
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, that's Campbell. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Leonard Fournette takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Let's get it.
Yellow. 15.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Let him know, let him know.
On first down, Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Love. Forced out to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up fourth. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth down, Love. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. On first and 10, Love. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off the play fake. Love going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 4th down, Love. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So we got man. Check 99.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Evans. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Throwing on 1st down. Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.